Purposefully Profitable Podcast, Episode 11. This podcast is for the person who forces fear to fail by faithfully forging forward towards financial freedom. Whether your business is new or existing, micro, meso, macro, or mega, stalled, stagnant, just surviving, or gloriously thriving, there will be a money-making message for you. It's Fame and Fortune Friday, and I'm your host, the Profitability Professor, Russ Barnes, CEO and founder of Systro, organization strategist for small business, where we have a single focus, pointing you to the principles that prepare you to be profitable and prosperous. This week's entrepreneur of excellence is Sir Richard Branson, business magnate, investor, and philanthropist. He is featured on this Fame and Fortune Friday because of his effectiveness as a communicator. To be purposefully profitable, it's important to be clear on your value proposition and then to communicate that value to the world so that those who need your solution know that you are available to relieve their pain. I suspect that it wouldn't take you more than 10 seconds to recall the name of the company that Sir Richard has been building since 1967. Given a few more seconds, you will certainly be able to recall at least one of his entities. Sir Richard Branson was born in Blackheath, London in 1950. He decided at a young age that he wanted to become an entrepreneur. His parents were supportive and encouraged him to pursue his goals. His first business was a magazine called Student. He interviewed several prominent personalities and advertised popular records. This led to the start of his mail order record business in 1970, and in 1972, he opened a chain of record stores. I would be surprised if you didn't recall that the name of his company is Virgin Group. Virgin Group controls more than 400 companies and has garnered Sir Richard a personal net worth of $5 billion. Sir Richard called his first company Virgin Records. The name of his company was suggested by one of his early employees because they were all new at business. Over the years, he has added the Virgin Atlantic Airline, Virgin Mobile, Virgin Blue, Virgin Trains, Virgin Express, Virgin Nigeria, Virgin America, Virgin Galactic, Virgin Fuels, Virgin Media, Virgin Comics, Virgin Health Bank, Virgin Money, Virgin Racing, Virgin Rail, and numerous others, all carrying the Virgin name. In order to manage such a diverse array of business, Sir Richard has created a lucrative licensing strategy. Wealthy partners put up most of the cash, which keeps the banks out of the equation, but Branson keeps a controlling interest in the companies. His key to running the companies is to set them up correctly at the beginning, get good people to run them, give them a stake in the company and a lot of freedom, and then move on to the next. He has stated, if you take care of your employees will take care of your customers, and your customers will take care of your shareholders. Always the showman, Richard Branson made several world record-breaking attempts. He attempted to break the fastest Atlantic Ocean crossing in a boat in 1986, crossing the Pacific Ocean in a hot air balloon in 1991, flight in a hot air balloon from Morocco to Hawaii in 1998, and in 2004, the fastest crossing of the English Channel in an amphibious vehicle. Known for a personality that encourages fun and adventure, he is credited with saying, a business has to be involving, it has to be fun, and it has to exercise your creative instincts. An example of his creativity is evident in the story about his solution to a problem he encountered during a trip to Puerto Rico. His flight was canceled, so he decided to charter a plane to go the rest of the way, and he offered a ride to the remaining stranded passengers, charging them a small fee in order to cover the cost of the charter plane. As you read the history of Richard Branson, you will find that he pursued business ventures based on believing that business could be done better. He is quoted in Entrepreneur magazine as saying, I don't go into ventures to make a fortune. I do it because I'm not satisfied with the way others are doing business. He thrives on risk. His decision-making process is captured in this statement from his autobiography, where he explained his reason for starting an airline. My interest in life comes from setting myself huge, apparently unachievable challenges and trying to rise above them. From the perspective of wanting to live life to the full, I felt that I had to attempt it. In 1992, he was forced to sell Virgin Records in order to finance continuing operations of Virgin Airlines, a very difficult decision. 4 years later, he created V2 Records to get back into the music business. Your personality might not lead you to follow in Sir Richard's footsteps, but knowing how he connects with his community might spark some ideas regarding how you might connect with yours. In summary, here are 5 key points on today's Entrepreneur of Excellence, Sir Richard Branson. 1, be creative in your communication. His publicity stunts gain him visibility, and he does them with a spirit of fun. 2, be consistent with your message. Virgin represents adventure. 3, build your business on something you believe in. Sir Richard believes in doing business better than anyone else. 4, make the tough decisions. He had to sell Virgin Records to keep Virgin Airlines afloat, but although the decision made him cry, he did it. Eventually, he created V2 Records and returned to the music business. 5, know your tolerance for risk. Sir Richard craves high risk, but he is also careful. He immerses himself in his new ventures until he is comfortable that he has set them up correctly and he has good people to run them. This has been Fame and Fortune Friday with your host, the Profitability Professor, Russ Barnes. This week, we have talked about how to be purposeful in the personal development you need to become purposefully profitable. Next week, we begin again with Money Math Monday, where we will look at a money mindset model and a financial freedom formula that will help you accelerate your path to profitability. If you have questions or feedback, please forward them to russ@systro.org. We would love to hear from you. Subscribe to the Purposefully Profitable Podcast today so that you will not miss a single episode, and thank you for listening.